Hello guys, Sue Jerry speaking. Welcome to Oh my god! I was in the middle of introduction of the video and you suddenly think this is a joke, right? Okay. So, hello guys, Sue Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode 169. And we are staying in the dark, unfortunately, for this episode of Bedtime Stories. And today I'm going to read you all You're My Friend today. But the story of Mr. Rogers and His Neighborhood today. And the words are by Amy Reed. Pictures by Matt Pelham. Now let's just read it now. So shall we? So we got You're My Friend. Words by Amy Reed. Pictures by Matt Pelham. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see here. See what we got here. Here we go. Anyway. Okay, here we go. In the springtime, when everyone was growing green, okay? I cannot read with the dark. I don't know what to do. Anyway. Freddy Rogers had to stay inside, okay? Flowers. Oh, God. I don't know what to do next. Flowers made him sniffle. Wow, okay. Plants made him sneeze. Not in front of my audience, Jesus. Afraid of allergies. I felt worried, Mr. Rogers, at this point. Will you move? Quit? Anyway, afraid of other illnesses as well, okay. He said spent many days in bed. Sometimes he had to stay inside for weeks at a time. Mom! Sometimes he had to stay inside for weeks at a time, you know. But being sick made it hard to make friends. Okay? These two, I'm telling you. You know, I'm just gonna... Yeah, this is the... I felt worried Mr. Rogers at this point. You know, it's gonna be different between those two at this point. But anyway, these two pages. Anyway, next page. Anyway. Oh, wow. This is a different book. Anyway. Often when Frey left felt sad or mad, okay, lonely or scared, he kept his feelings inside, okay. What are you doing? Mom? No.
Oh.
Anywho, he kept his feelings inside. No, okay? Wait, no! Stop making... I was trying to read and you solely mess it up. Thank you. Anywho, oh man, he kept his feelings inside, but he wanted someone to know how. Bo, really? But he wanted someone to know how he felt. Wow, okay. Freddy found out he could talk about his feelings with puppets, okay? He gathered them around him in his bed, okay? That way it seemed as it thought he was with a whole group of friends. Well, okay, makes more sense in any way. But, yeah. Just want you know that Mr. Rogers make more sense and he would be sent. You know, that's just me. What are you doing? Anyways, next page. Anyway, when Frey went to school, sometimes he would be bullied. What? Oh, God. Anyway, I felt worried, Mr. Rogers, at this point. You know, it was sad as me, and you know, it kind of made a difference with that. But anyway, neighborhood boys yell mean words. I felt worried for that at this point. But anyway, at him as they chasing him down the street. What? Mom! Please? Thank you. Chasing him down the street. You know, I felt what is Aloe doing in my bed? Hey! Knock it off!
Ow!
Okay. Okay. You know, I felt kind of worried for Mr. Rogers at this point. You know, it just feels like bullying him, you know? And to the audience out there, stop, #stop bullying, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, next page. Anyway. Grown-ups tell Frey to pretend that mean words, okay? Didn't hurt, but they did, okay? Hiding his feelings didn't work. Excuse me, okay? But then just... Mo, really? Anyway, they just grew stronger. Sometimes when it was all alone, Frey cried. I felt worried for Mr. Rogers at this point, but... Mom! Really? Really? Anyway, I felt worried for Mr. Rogers at this point. You know, I did not know what to do next. Anyway, next page. Anyway. Wow. Anyway. Frey found it difficult to speak out about his feelings, but learned that he can express them on the piano. What is he doing? Okay. If he was angry, he played loud, okay? Low notes that sound like thunder. Wow, okay, makes more sense. Anyway, he played high, sweet notes for happiness, okay? Frey felt better after he shared his feelings through his music, which I have to agree with Mr. Rogers at this point, you know? Feels like the piano was playing over and over and over again. Next page. Anyway. Frey's mother gave him a way to deal with his worried feelings, okay? She told him to look for people who are helping, okay? Frey began to look for helpers right in his own neighborhood, okay? He liked to visit Mama Belle Frampton, okay? She welcomed him and showed him how to make toast sticks all by himself.
Okay.
What are you doing? Anyway, Frey liked the good feeling of learning, okay?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
No, I was just trying to say something to you guys, the audience, and all of a sudden you just mocking me?
Will you turn the light on?
Okay, I'll cut the camera off. About 8.5 minutes ago, my brother and mom and I have a huge entire joke, and we're just making humor for the past 8.5 minutes, you know? I just wanted to do a normal bedtime story episode when all of a sudden, the first 10 minutes came, you just saw the laugh and humor out of that episode. You guys are gonna give a laugh. I want to thank Mo and my mom, if you're watching this, for making me feel like laughing again. You know, I didn't know what to do next. I just want to make the entertainment purposes only, folks. But that's just me. Anyway, now where was I? Oh yes, Frey liked the good feeling of words, something new for his neighbor. Okay, now. What was that in the background? Now, before I begin, let me just drink the water. Wow. Now, The book is that you saw right here was the his mama. Kind of reminds me of the whole Mr. Rogers thing, kind of difference, you know. But the whole thing is, you saw the whole book based on the entire franchise, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, from 1968 until 2001, 2 years before his death, you know. But, you know, that's me, of course. Anyways, next page. Anyway. Excuse me. Fred's grandfather, McFeely, was an important friend. Okay? Fred up to visit his grandparents' farm. Okay? Where there's been a big stone wall. Okay? Now, Mr. Rogers at the time was, it was a kid in heart when his grandfather McFeely was in the entire thing when it comes with all of this from happening. The McFeelys were saying that comes years later, speed delivery and things like that, and the whole entire thing, you know, played by David Newell at the time, which I did a reaction video of it on Eligible Reacts episode number, I can't remember what it was, but Purple Rose Podcast. Anyway, next page. Anyway, as you call that. Anyway, next page. Where are we? Okay. One day, Fred went to his room when all the adults were talking. No one would look away. This way. Fred asked if he would talk on this big stone wall. Okay. Then everyone looked this way. Okay. Meaning this grown up said, "No, you must get hurt. You might get hurt." Yeah, I have to agree with that. But Grandma McFeely said yes. Yeah, I felt worried, you know, at the time, yeah. Grandpa McFeely is right, you know. Grown-ups, you gotta do something about it. My dad is taking care of me over the years and just say, "What's the matter, Luke?" over the years. You gotta do something about it when I was a kid, you know, that's just me, of course. Next page. Anyway, Fred climbed and walked and then even ran the wall. Wow. You are gonna do anything like that, huh? Fred, Mr. Rogers, that is. You just gotta do something about it. Next page. Anyway. When at last Fred came back inside, he had a skinned knee. I felt worried for you at this point. Anyway. But he was happy. His grandma told Fred he would like him just the way he was. Okay? He said Fred it was special in that time. Just by being himself. And Fred made that day special as well. Excuse me, okay? Anyway. Fred looks like these words are scanned deep inside him. As he times about him, he felt braver. Exactly, Fred. You just have to do something. Just like the fact that Christopher Robin, in the 1920s until his death in 1996, is taking care of the Winnie the Pooh bear. You know, that's me, of course. Next page. Anyway. He began to speak up. He tried new things. He reached up and made new friends. Even with people, who were like him. Exactly. I felt worried for Fred, you know? At the time, yes, he needs to do something about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. When he became older, he just wanted to do some things on PBS. Formerly known as National Educational Television at the time frame. Next page. Anyway. One day when Fred was growing up, he saw a television program. Yeah, as we call How You Doing. Wow, okay. People were throwing pies at each other's faces. Exactly. Fred did not like the pie throwing. But he thought television could be more wonderful. But what if instead of showing people fighting, TV would show people helping one another? Right then and then, Fred decided that he would wanted to do. Exactly, Fred. You just had to do something, Mr. Rogers. You know, just Mr. Rogers feel like it. You know, that's me, of course. Next page. Anyway. Based on how you do his show. Anyway. Fred created a television show for children. Okay? He remembered all the people who had helped him as he was growing up. He thought his neighbor, Mama Bell Clapton, who was also glad to see him. Okay? He wanted to share the good feel with children everywhere. Fred wrote a happy welcoming song to sing at the beginning of each show. He called his program Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And he called this program who watch it his neighbors, you know. Now, it came out in 1968. Originally came out in the 60s in Canada, you know, in the CBC, you know. But that changed on until 1968 on NET when it first debuted, and then in 2001 the show went canceled on PBS Kids at the time. So there you go. Next page. Anyway, at first, Fred felt shy to be in front of the camera, but he found out that his grandpa was right. Just by being himself, Fred made him so special. Fred told stories with puppets. Okay? He played music that he wrote. Okay? He invited helpers to show what they like to do or explain how things work. Exactly. The thing is that Fred would like to do something about it, even though he was a puppeteer at that time frame. And a music writer and singer, you know, and presenter of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, exactly, feeling it on PBS. Next page. Anyway. Let's see, where's next? There we go. Fred took his television camera to visit a farmer who had milked cows. He asked a friend to show him how people dig with big machines. Another helper was playing the cello, which is, for example, Yo-Yo Ma, okay? And another share how to cook. For example, Julia Child, put up the tea, and things like that, you know. And I saw that on the news all one time back in 2000, not in 2000 something-ish, but a few years ago, a couple years ago on YouTube, on AmericanArchive.org, and it says that Julia Child's life and everything. And it's an interview of this, hosted by Margaret Ward, that when Jim Lair's on a vacation at the time, but that's just me, of course. Anyway, next page. Anyway, Fred explains to his neighbors that feelings were important. You can talk to them, or you can show your feelings in another ways. If you were mad, you can pound clay and run fast. So, anyway. If you were sad, you can sing a song soft and low. If you were happy, you could dance. Exactly, Mr. Rogers. You just have to do something about Mr. Rogers and feelings and other things. You know, that's just me, of course. So there you go. Those are 3 options for you. Either pound your fist, or make out of clay, or do some wrestling if you're mad. Sad, lonely, things like that. Do the 3 things I mentioned, like sing a song or whatever it was. It could be anything, you know. Happy, just dance, or just anything you want to be, and you're happy, you know. Laugh and sing and play. Next page. Anyway. Fred helped people learn to like themselves. He helped them to be good neighbors. Exactly. Excuse me. Fred never forgot how his grandpa made him feel. Over and over, he would look right in the camera and pass along other important words that changed his life. Okay? You made this day a special day by just being you. No, there's no person in the whole world like you. And I like you just the way you are. Now, those are the things that Mr. Rogers did in a soulmate, you know, like this, for example. Here it is. There you go. That's Mr. Rogers to you. And, the soul. I got that fame from Amazon, you know. I mean, I don't know when, but what year that was from. And if you watch this, Simon from Baby Lamb Creations, for you. But I got this from Amazon. We'll see what happens. But that's just me. Either Christmas time or whatever. I don't know. But that's just me. Next page. Anyway. And, oh, brief biography. Okay, never mind. That's the last page of the book. Okay, I can't read the whole biography. For you, my neighbor, A.R. To the memory of Mr. Rogers, MP. And, yeah, I can't read the whole biography. This is going to be too much. Anyway, so that was, You're My Best Friend. What I think about this book, I think it was amazing. The fact that it was Mr. Rogers' book, you know. The fact is, he passed away on his birthday in 2003 of February at the age of, in the 70s, you know. He was a great legend in Mr. Rogers' history. He would have been, 95 this year, you know. Next year, excuse me, as a matter of fact, you know. Born, let me just check what year it's from. Oh, I forgot my iPad. Hang on. One moment, folks. According to my calculations, I was correct. He would have been 75 in 2003. So I think I was right. He would have been 95 next year. So there you go. And that was the Bedtime Stories episode number. And let me just say one more thing. I will say he will live on forever. And by the time we return 100 in 2028, I gotta make a huge marathon regarding Mr. Rogers and all things like that. Even Daniel Tiger's neighborhood will be counted. Anyway, it has to be huge. And that was the Bedtime Stories episode number 169. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be a Barney book. I'm not sure what Barney book I'm going to read. This will be a Potter book, on the go book. Now, excuse me, I got to watch some Disney Plus, and I'm off to bed. This is going to be an ongoing bedtime thing, but that's just me. Till next time, Sue Jarvis and buy a piece of paper. Get more bedtime story episodes, guys, pursue. Till then, just out. See ya.